Man, is it cloudy outside the past week or so. We'll try to shake that.
I'm just going to keep looking toward the weekend. All right, time to take a coffee break. We're starting with one way college-age students are choosing to continue their education.
All right, getting the first story again today.
Yeah, you do.
Not much time for a break. Traditional four-year college route is getting more expensive. We all know that. College route. I just saw my alma mater, Syracuse, like $80,000.
Oh.
What? How can you do that?
That hurts.
So in an effort to save some money or get to work quicker, more of Gen Z is opting community college instead, or at least to start. This change has actually caused community college enrollment to go up for the first time in more than a decade. Companies are also getting ready to hire more of these graduates, which is the whole point, right?
Yeah.
Advertising company PMG is just one of the many to partner with its local community college. Says it's starting to offer courses to teach grads the practical skills they need for a digital media career. Top two reasons students gave for opting into a two-year degree: one, cash, and two, taking advantage of the current job market. So if that's the case, spend less, get a job.
Yeah, and then don't have the debt.
Sign me up.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I needed this lesson. I went to NYU, dropped out because I ran out of money, still owed NYU tuition and don't have an NYU degree. It was a mess. I wish somebody would have told me to go with this plan. Yeah, it was a mess. I'm the perfect person to hear this.
I did a lot of community college classes during the summer just to get the generals out of the way.
That's smart.
And it was a great way to save money and learn about economics.
I just think of how
sounds like a great
summer of my life.
Right?
Okay, let's talk about grief, shifting gears now. It's a topic that's been brought up recently on a lot of popular TV shows like Succession and Shrinking, and now therapists are chiming in. They're saying it's a good idea to actually schedule time to grieve, to process your emotions like the characters from those in the show. So according to a couple of grief counselors, this process actually involves trying to keep your feelings at bay until you've made time to fully process them, and that you can do that in many ways. You can cry, journal, take a walk, play sad music so you can let it all out. And the experts recommend this method, and they say it can help people regain control over their feelings and work grieving into their life on their own terms. So I thought this was actually something very groundbreaking. Yeah, it's smart.
I feel like in our job you have to compartmentalize a lot.
Yes.
And then, but the problem is no one actually then takes the time to grieve
unpack it
and
and go
unpack it.
backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think this is like, you know, a reminder of you still need to grieve. And there's many things you can grieve. It's not just death. Like maybe you don't get the job you want, or a marriage doesn't work out, or whatever. That you can compartmentalize it for the day to day, but then you learn how to process it another time.
And it helps you function day to day better, because if you're kind of always grieving but never grieving, you know, that's a terrible place to be. And it's hard to break out of that. You have to really train yourself to do that.
That was my whole 2016. Thank you to my therapist, Cynthia.
Just 2016. My toxic trait, I love to swallow my emotions faster than I swallow a dozen Krispy Kremes. Okay? I bury them all in there and leave them packed inside.
But the problem is, you know, then they can come out at
they
some
eventually
point.
spill out.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it's like if you schedule time to grieve, it's not, well, that's kind of weird, but then that means you might not be. It's like, okay, it's time to not grieve the rest of the day because I will later. That actually kind of makes a lot of sense.
It does. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try it, guys. All right, if you love dance class as a kid or you never gave it a try and wish you did, here's something you may want to do. Women have started sharing their journeys of restarting ballet or doing it for the first time in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. Those trying it out say adult ballet isn't about becoming a professional dancer. It's more about finding a new hobby, finding a fun way to work out, or tapping into your creative side. This resurgence has created a demand for more beginner classes across the country, and dancers say it's helped strengthen their bodies and improve their mental health as well. And I love this story, guys, because in high school, long story, I was living with a friend after Hurricane Katrina. Like, New Orleans was a mess, and she had been going to ballet since she was a little girl. And I had never done it. I'm a high school senior by now. I jump in with her, was obsessed. I'm sure I looked an absolute mess, but I had fun. It wasn't because I was going to plan to become like a real ballerina, but I was like, look at me.
And
I felt like a little giant ballerina.
We saw
it was
some
hard.
of your dance moves on a SoCal Spotlight.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, you
pretty amazing.
Did you see my face? You see my trauma? I was like, I don't remember that. I blocked it out.
I think ballet too also gives you like better posture, and, you know, good core. So
it's not easy.
So I think we should all take one together.
One.
Why are you
And
looking at me?
ballerina involved.
I'll go to yoga. I think ballet may cross a line. I'm not
to
sure
wear
what
the
line that is.
tutu.
You
But
don't have to get dressed up in a tutu.
Yeah.
It's okay, Paul.
then why go?
Well, then what?
Then why go?
Tell us what you really want, Paul.
I loved this story this morning.
It's time for me to leave.
No. A dad of two, we need dads around. A dad of two young girls has gone viral for sharing content about raising his daughters on TikTok. And even though it wasn't his intention, people are praising him for challenging the stereotypical ideal of masculinity in the way that he parents. So before gaining millions of followers, the dad, Mason Smith, said he started the account as a diary to show his daughters fun stuff that they did together. Aww. Painting their nails, doing their hair, you can see them dressing up.
Mr. Incredible!
Playing around. But this all ended up turning into an example of how to be a girl dad without being afraid or embarrassed to embrace femininity for your girls. Mason now says he hopes all of these examples help parents embrace how cool and fun it is to be vulnerable and get kids on a level. So get on the kid level there. And what I love about this is that, you know, he goes full in on it. This weekend, I went and got my nails done, and there was a dad in the nail salon with his daughter getting his nails done with the daughter. And I just thought,
that's awesome.
That's something cool. My father never would have done, and I just think it's really sweet. Yeah.
That was actually the first time I got my nails done. Again,
was
I was
your
like
dad?
24, 25, and my dad was like, my toes look a mess. He was such a character.
Was it because of ballet? Was it the ballet?
Maybe it was because of ballet. But I do think this is super cute. I love the dad-daughter vibe. And did y'all see the car with all the balls in? The ball pit in the car?
That's
Where was that
Next
in
level.
our childhood? Oh, you got to do this.
Yeah.
I've got 3 boys, but I will say this. There's nothing better than being present with them.
Yeah.
You know, all of our lives can get so busy, and we can make every excuse to not just slow down and hang out with them. Just 30 minutes.
Well,
it doesn't have to be all day.
Doesn't have to be extravagant either.
And isn't it good for us too to be
Absolutely.
playful and childlike
Absolutely.
and have some fun?
Yeah, my best memories in my life are with my dad when I was a little girl. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, makes a big difference.
It does.
And that's today's coffee break.
Local news doesn't happen here.
It happens here.
And here.
Yeah, news happens here.
And we have you covered here.
Kcal 9 is now Kcal News.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.